This, I think, is a bit of an odd thing with, we had a bit of a thing with Gene Simmons. I think this is So Long at the Fair, after the production, of course, and having a bit of fun. Oh, that's early days for me, way, way back, when I was David Harcourt at BIP April 1935. So there we go, almost the beginning. I came in 1933. Oh, this is going way back. That was a photograph of a still, and I was holding it up. And it was rephotographed. That's a copy. As you see, that's rather interesting, isn't it? And that was what? Way back. Copy of still taken on Invitation to the Waltz. Lillian Harvey. 1935, I think. Now, the interesting thing about that to me is that film, Invitation to the Waltz, a piece of it was used way, way back, way, way ahead on The Voyage of the Damned, and they were giving us cinema shot of to entertain the passengers. It was a sad story about the Jews being exiled from Germany, and they didn't know where they were going. But on that shot was an excerpt of this picture, and I'm photographing a thing with what I worked on as a clapper loader on the screen. Mm-hmm. Fascinating. Anyway, I ramble on. Oh, this is the AKS at Wembley, Army Kinograph Service, as we're all got. It'll be about 1942. 3, 4, probably 1940. When did I go in? 42 I went in. 42, 43. Ernie Stewart there. And Roy Goddard. Forgotten the Colonel. I don't know whether. Oh, quite a few. It's fading away, isn't it? Interesting, the colour fade. It must have been in different light somewhere. 1949. Roy Baker. Roy Ward Baker, he called himself latterly, because there was another Roy Baker. Gerald McWhitty. Where's... Oh, no, that's Reg Wire. Yvonne Axworthy, all gone, I'm afraid, etc. This was in the mud of True as a Turtle. True as a Turtle. I learnt this in the army. They said, how in the world can we get a camera out here? They said, all mud outside the Solent, down in, outside Southampton. And this was the thing they used in Burma. Hessian underneath, wire netting, and then Hessian on top. And it's amazing how you can walk on that. As you can see, we are sinking in, but that was used a lot out in the Far East, in Burma during the war. That was a little tip I got. Here we go. Hotel Sahara. George Brown, the director. Yvonne De Carlo. Ken Anakin, directing. That's the unit mainly. Here we go. That's me with, it's the Bad Lord Baron, myself, and Steve Dade. Dear old Tony Asquith, all those marvellous. Importance of Being Earnest. Carmen Dillon, art director, very famous. Dickie Dickinson, cameraman, etc. This is celebrating the birth of Jamie Harcourt. As Dickie Dickinson, John had the terrible crash on the motorway, all his family wiped, and him. John, we used to call him the Baron. who worked with Technicolor, McPhee, sound engineer, dear old Teddy, who's a producer, and myself, of course, with this big, that was what he called the Hitchcock glass. He had made it for a foreground, you know, because of the depth of focus. And we kind of, dear old Tony Ashworth got a bottle of champagne when we heard the news that Jamie was born, and that was celebrating on the set. You see, here's the old blimp camera, Technicolor. Ian, I think he's still alive, isn't he? Technicolor technician. That was celebrating the birth of James Harcourt. It would be November 22nd, 1951. The importance of being earnest. That was young Jamie Harcourt's birth. So you'll know his age now. 1951. That's that. Freddie March, that was Christopher Columbus. I don't know the date of that, but October 48. Dear Freddie March, marvellous actor, wonderful bloke to work with. I think that gives you the size of this blimp Technicolor. 100 and a half, I think it held, you know, so you had a double head, you know, strong head and everything. Viewfinder, very good, though. That was prismatic, and the lens of that viewfinder was very close to the shooting lens. It was almost like looking straight through the lens. There was very little difference. It gives you an idea of size. We had to work. No held camera with that. My God. That was Columbus, I think. Yes, Christopher Columbus. So that's a Technicolor 3-strip out of the blimp.
Right.
Except it's me having a rest on this outside on the roof of, or going up to the roof of Shepherd's Bush. Christopher Columbus, that's right. Having a little breather, I suppose, by the look of it. Oh, this was the family on Dangerous Exile, 1957. This is my little lot dressed up. My wife, Margot. There's young Jamie, Michelle, my daughter, and Christopher, all dressed up for a location shot. I don't know who the gentleman is, one of the extras. That's very good. 1957. Gosh, time goes on. Very nice. The only thing, going up and down the Rhine, all that, you do get a bit bored with all this. It's magnificent countryside, of course, wine growing. Passage Home. That was Roy Baker. Anthony Steele. Myself. Oh, that was Anthony Steele. Waves coming over from the tank. That was at Pinewood. What? Bill McQuitty. Oh, he produced a Beachcomber. Don't remember. Sulphur, Ken Withers, Peter Allwork, Reg Wire, Frank Elvick, and David and Matthew. Oh, David Matthew. Reg Wire. Yeah. Bill McQuitty. He produced our Titanic, Northwest Frontier, 1959. 59, yes, Northwest Frontier. I think that was in Spain. We did a lot of the desert stuff in Spain. And then eventually we went to India. That's me again. That was a Jack Cardiff crane. That's on Northwest Frontier. Yeah. Now that's interesting because this was in the 59 Northwest Frontier again. Kenny Moore, quite an outfit there with Jeff and Johnny Alcott, myself. I think that was Spain. Must have been Spain. But there you are. That's the sort of rig up. I suppose we were on an out. I think the train was moving. Rigged that up. That was a little crane we had. Sing or Not the Song. Johnny Alcott, myself, Dirk, the others, I've forgotten names and so on. But anyway. Here again, laying a track. The still photographer, he did the whole shot of this. I've got thousands of photographs of laying the track. I don't know why. Otto Heller, cameraman. Johnny Alcott, myself. Roy Baker again. Genghis Khan, I would imagine, is it? Genghis Khan, yes, 1964-5, Yugoslavia. One of the many, I suppose. I don't know what. Obviously, that was out from Croatia, I suppose. I don't know. Oh, now that's interesting. That is the front piece of fly of the BSC photo album that they've issued about 6 months ago. That is the actual. It's the front shot of that on Genghis Khan. Jeff Unsworth. Myself behind the camera, and Johnny Alcott was assistant. Where the camera's down here somewhere. Interesting. I think there are about 5 brutes on that. Well, you can't see the others. Here we are, Genghis Khan again. That was in the Berlin studios. The Russian War Memorial, Berlin. Well, what was that? Genghis Khan again, October 1964. Just a gang of us visiting, a bit of a tourist thing. The Duchess, a famous continuity girl. I'm not with. Oh, this. I backed out of this. I'm not very happy with racing cars. This was the Nürburgring 1965, American production, but David Samuelson did a lot of work. I think David Samuelson probably is here with the camera. And Jeff Glover, Sterling Moss. Oh, this is $1 Billion Brain. Ken Russell. Well, I'm here somewhere. He's all a bit of a muddle. And, famous, very nice chap, the producer. This is a rig we had. I think that was a rig that Austin Dempster rigged out. I think with... it was a very good idea, the way for using it as a crane, it went through a tubular rostrum, and you could lift up a handheld mechanic camera with that. That was $1 Billion Brain. A very young Dan Shelmerdine left, David Harcourt behind camera, Steve Claydon, focus on the right. There you are. That's them. Yeah. She died on that picture. This is Billion Dollar Brain. Me, that's out in Finland on location. After the production, they were dubbing, and she was down in Nice, I think, for the festival. And she was on her way back to the studio in Nice for some dubbing on this picture, and she, I don't know, crashed out and hit a telegraph pole, I think. So the story goes, and she killed herself.
Shame.
Well, killed herself. I mean, had an accident. I think the car caught fire, and she was trapped in it. It was very sad. That's out in Finland again. Billion Dollar Brain, yeah, I haven't got the date. With our tracking vehicle, very, very good, very practical. The dolly on a sledge worked very well. Didn't have to lay tracks. Very good. In 1967. There you are. Looks as if we're going to the North Pole, doesn't it? Wasn't as bad as one would expect. I think it only got up to minus 15 degrees, which isn't all that cold. That's on a lake, a frozen lake. There we are. I stopped all transport. Oh, The Mind of Mr. Soames, March 1969. Not a great movie, but there you are. That was a local train from Bourne End going to Maidenhead, I suppose. We had bits of fun making films. It wasn't all tough as it looks there. Billy Williams, myself, and the director whose name I have forgotten. Seance on a Wet Afternoon. Dickie Attenborough, and Brian Forbes, myself, dear old, he died of, lighting. Oh, this is me, after we were doing The Weapon, I think it was called. This is in Hong Kong, the set dresser, I don't know what he was, set dresser, I don't know. We were getting fitted out for having a suit cut, and they always gave us a drink while we were going, so we were very keen to go and get our measurements after production. Bit of fun. There's me, I don't know. Oh, that Sunday Bloody Sunday. That's 1970. Yeah, me, Ken Russell, myself. I don't know what that was. Don't know. Could be Women in Love. Oh dear, Ken Russell, myself. Oh, that was Women in Love, I suppose, yes. I think it was. Very demanding gentleman. Funnily enough, I met him recently. He was giving a little speech about women in love locally here at a club out in the country outside Frome. This I got out of a magazine and something. That was Christopher Sunday. Women in Love, beg your pardon, and emphasising the director Ken Russell. That's me. Big mistake, obviously, but that's not Ken Russell. He said it, Ken Russell. I forget what magazine it was out of. Oh, another one of the crew, Billy, Teddy Deason, myself, Danny Shelmerdine. The director. Directed by Brian Hutton. Lovely bloke. No, this is the unit of C&Co. Liz Taylor, yes. Michael Caine and I forgot it. Oh, bless her heart. Sweet girl. Yeah, you must excuse me, but you know, this is all cropped up and I haven't had any sort of look through, but there we go. That was prop dressing. Don't think that was out in, where are we, Romania, Pope Joan, 1971. I don't know, I forget why in the storyline this was necessary. So it wasn't the unit making a mess. There we go. I don't know whether it was early Panaflex era. I suppose it was somewhere near the old Panavision camera. Oh, I said that was brand new. We got used to it. It was a bit modern for me. Anyway, we got used to it. Very good. I don't know. Billy myself, was that? Does it mean anything? No. David and Billy Night Watch, September 1972. Elizabeth Taylor, Lawrence Harvey, and Billy Whitelaw was in it. There you go. Let's see. Oh, Tony Curtis himself, Tony Curtis. Amorous Milkman, Twickenham. Oh, that was a bit of a naughty one. Yes, it's a little bit of one of those jobs. The Amorous Milkman. Oh, that's out in Italy. The Devil's Advocate, Germany. Germany in 1976. Guy Green was directing. Who is where? Where's Guy? Billy Williams, myself, Teddy Deason again. German clapper loader he was. And that was at Bavaria Studio. Well, that was out in Italy, I think, on location. Nevada. Oh, that was a commercial we went out for a beer. This was down in a mine, not down, an open cast mine. It was a bit dodgy. But that was for a commercial. Same, oh, there we are in it, you know. This is out in Mexico. Lovely crew, Mexican crew, marvellous workers. Teddy Deason. What was that on Juan Teddy Durango, Mexico, 1971. Forgotten the title of the picture. Marvellous. There's a Panavision, of course. It's the early days of Panavision, really, I suppose. Reasonably early. But I must say now that these Mexican boys are wonderful workers. And they all muck in. Get on with it. We asked them to lay a track across the river. No problem. No problem. And, you know, they're all getting the electricians, the grips and everything. Bang, bang, bang. Within half an hour, they've got a track across a river. Marvellous blokes. Not that I'm any detriment to our lads. It's just a different way of working.